shit going on.
Upcoming event.
What's going on? I don't see it. Hold on.
You gotta refresh that.
I did refresh it.
What about it?
Hey everybody, we about to come on live with y'all. We got all of the places locked in for where we're supposed to be broadcasting.
Oh, we back up. We back up.
Just testing 1, 2, 3.
Because they got a new function on here where you can share.
Well, let's not try nothing new right now.
Oh, we back up. We back up.
Just
sounding
testing
good.
1, 2, 3.
Sounding good.
Okay, sounding good. Looking good.
All right, cool. Because now I can share with you. And you can then share.
Okay, so let me share this stuff on social media. Let's see if I go to Giame.
I might be able to add
see
your
if it's on
Talk
there.
channel on there. I can add your Black Talk channel.
So how's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's had a nice week. That's Freedom's daughter.
That girl look
She
like
just
you.
went to college today.
Was she trying to look like you?
No. Okay, let's see if we are broadcasting on Giame. You know what? Also,
my numbers is down. Look at those numbers.
Hold on. Let me go here to because I really want to share it from here. So y'all come on in. We're getting things together, trying to let everybody know we're here.
Come on now, come on in. Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I don't see it on here. Why don't I see it on here?
Because that's GM.
That's wrong. That's right.
They catch the after show.
The after party is there. Okay, I'm gonna share this on my page.
I'm gonna show you how to share it in advance, and then also I'm gonna show you how to share it on your. We got a Black Talk channel, so it's gonna be easier for y'all to find. Be the fastest, so she checked in the screen. I wish I had that type of money.
Whatever. What's the number?
614.
556.
556.
4535.
Yeah, I needed Gina here. Thank God Lumala was here because I didn't remember it. Make sure you're sharing your story too.
I don't be doing those stories.
Yeah, girl. You never know. People stop for about 2 seconds to look at your story.
Okay. So and then one more share to Bobby Battle.
Bobby Battle in the house.
Bobby Battle in the house.
In the house. Hey.
So
cheerleading. Bobby Battle the cheerleader. Why we ain't on Twitter?
On Twitter.
Bobby Battle.
So what? Did anybody check out the verses this week?
I did.
Okay. We're gonna talk about that a little bit.
What verses?
If you don't know, you don't.
They have different verses.
You don't even know the groups.
Yeah, these groups is after your time.
Hey, man, we are up live. We are on live. Come to GNJ.media.
Oh, man, y'all, it's been a rough life.
It's up. We live.
Oh, shit. Oh, hell. I'm a little chilly. Shit. You cold?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, sit down so you can block that air from my ass. So, anyway, what's going on, everybody? We about to get to it. I am Sister Navita. This is...
You know who the fuck I am.
Okay, that's Brother Hatim.
And we got Brother Lumala with the Whitey Book sitting out here.
And
Bobby Battle, the battleship.
okay, Bobby Battle the Battleship.
Yeah.
Now you gotta make sure you speak up, Bob, because people be like, I can't hear her. Let me try to get this a little closer. Okay.
You want the camera closer or you want?
No, just the microphone.
Okay. Let's get it. What we talking about, Navina? I'm ready. What you want to hit on first? Because you know we got this virus flowing through. We got the variants flowing through. We got the.
We're gonna get on the virus and the vaccines and the.
Oh, we about to hit it. We might get blocked. But you know what?
Not, but
we got GNJ.media, baby. We got GNJ.media. We got our own shit. We got
This nigga about to fall over. You ain't even been drinking. You think you on Drink Champs or something?
Ooh, and if there's any drink companies that want to sponsor,
hush. So anyway, let's get to it. Anybody check out the verses this week?
I don't even think it was a verses. It was just, I mean, hey, listen.
It was the Lox
versus Dipset.
And
I don't think Dipset even came.
Look, I'm going to tell you what. The whole shit with the Lox versus Dipset, I always have said Jadakiss was in my top 5 of one of the best to spit of all time.
For real?
Oh, yeah. And I've had a couple people come at me like, you crazy. At one point, I was like, I would even put him in my top 5. But after the motherfucking verses, nigga, everybody on his nuts now.
Oh,
Jada did his goddamn on thing. Jada could spit. We're going to figure out how we can drop a little bit.
Some of the music?
Yeah, because I've seen other people doing it and they ain't getting cut off. Like, I don't know if we got to say we ain't got the rights.
I ain't concerned about them cutting us off.
But check. At the end, I kept asking myself, like, what's the last song he gonna do? And I'm thinking he gonna do Why. Why is Jadakiss as hard as it gets? Why is something in the front of the ring? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I'm not. Listen, I never listened to the Lox. Never. I got an understanding though. After that show, I got an understanding.
Okay, well, anyway, I thought he was gonna do Why.
Right? What'd he do? New York.
Dun, dun, fuck the frail shit. Cause when the dope come in, you're gonna need a scale that they rate the whales with. That shit. That
she
shit.
A real fan.
That
you
shit
a real fan. Give it up for Navita's a real fan.
Jadakiss, honey.
What's the name of that song?
Fuck the frail shit. We gonna make it.
Oh, we gonna make it.
We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it. We gonna make it.
So now, see, and what I liked about how the Lox came out was that they came out strategically, and they came out to battle because they opened up with "fuck you," that shit. After that, I was like, oh my god! And this is what the whole battle clarified for me. Now I understand. During that time when they was dropping albums, why all my young boys was rhyming like that. I never could understand it until I sat there and I listened to it, because I'm telling you right now, I'm not a fan of Lox or Dipset, but the Lox killed it. But I'm gonna say this about that song, "Fuck You." "Fuck You" is a tribe anthem. I'm trying to tell you, hey, he say, look, only my man's blood is sacred. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And that's some real tribe shit. And y'all better tribe up, because the way they coming with these vaccinations, y'all better get ready. It's coming. But anyway, let's go.
Okay, so also in current event news, I don't know, entertainment news or what have you.
Talk up, baby.
Y'all, did anybody see the interview with Tekashi 6ix9ine and Whack 100?
Now you can show a clip. I mean, all this shit, you can show clips.
No, I'll have to figure that out later. But
that
was one interview, and one of the things that came out in the interview with Tekashi and Whack 100 is Tekashi's old telling ass. Well, first of all, you just tell what was Whack 100 trying to get across to?
He was trying to get Homeboy to he was trying to expose the fact that he's not a gang member. He's not a blood.
He's not a gangster.
He's not a gang. He challenged him on his gangster. He challenged him on his initiation. How did you get in? He wanted specifics. You know what I'm saying? Are you a gangster or are you a civilian? You know what I'm saying? And he did it in such a therapeutic way. He said it's okay.
It's okay to be a civilian.
You claiming some shit that you don't really need to be claiming.
He said, I can see it in your eyes, motherfucker. You ain't no gangster. You know what I'm saying? And he said, and you did some shit that civilians do. That's why when the shit went down, you went ahead and did some civilian shit. And I can't be mad at you because you don't live by the gangster code.
You're not a gangster. Can't hold you to the code if you're not part of that piece. You have not been initiated. It's sort of like some of y'all running around here claiming consciousness without being initiated. And we're going to stop that shit too. Because we got to hold to our shit in the same way, in some ways, that some of these young boys are doing. Because it's ridiculous, man. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
So, go ahead and talk about something else. I'm trying to tag some people.
All right. So let's go and talk a little bit about this vaccine and it being made mandatory in different places. Now, let me see. On my news, I'm carrying it on my thing right now. I just seen some news. Hold on.
What's Ori Pianki?
California becomes first state to require teachers and school staff to be vaccinated or submit to regular coronavirus testing.
Say that again.
California becomes first state to require teachers and school staff to be vaccinated or submit to regular coronavirus testing.
Okay.
So is that going to lead to regular coronavirus vaccine you have to get?
No, but that's the question. That's something we got to deal with because
just testing.
So what if but at some point I think they're going to move it over to you're going to have the vaccine.
Because now the price of the test, because I'm telling you right now, the price of the tests are increasing and they're going to get higher. And the price of the test. Oh yeah, they're gonna start. As a matter of fact, what's coming, if it's not already in motion, is that the people who refuse to get it because they don't want to. How can I put it? They don't want to jump right off and say you got to get it. So what they're gonna do is first make it as inconvenient as possible for you not to have it. So your ass gonna have to come in here every other day or every day and get your nose swabbed. After you do that for probably a week, 2 weeks, they're gonna tell you now you got to pay for the test.
Okay.
And they'll start taking it straight out your check. But I'm a smart nigga. I'm gonna take that off as a business expense.
Okay. I mean, isn't there something that the public could do about that? Maybe but all of the damn senators and all them people are taking shit anyway.
Right. They say they have.
They're taking the vaccination.
No, they say they are.
They took it.
See, you don't know. See, because the part of the issue for a lot of people is, first off, as black people, we got to distrust for anything that they're rolling out like this. And it's a legitimate concern.
But a lot of us ain't. But go ahead. I get a lot of backlash from black folks more than I do white folks about taking the damn vaccine.
Now,
well, black people take vaccines because they're scared. Black people take vaccines because they don't want to die, and they think that the damn vaccine is going to keep them alive.
I argue that point.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm going to say, I ain't going to say you're wrong, but I'm going to say is more on the fact that the majority of black people are domesticated Negroes, and they already knew that the order was in for it to be required, so they want to fit in. They're not used to being the one outside of what's going on.
Anytime motherfuckers decide to take vaccinations because they can win $1 million they could send their children to college, or whatever the case may be, whatever those reasons were prior to now, you know, that's fear.
That's fear.
That's fear.
To win $1 million? That's not fear.
Put your ass in the lottery. Put your ass in the lottery to win.
I mean,
that's fear, man. You
know what the lottery does. See, because now I'm saying this. What the lottery does, like for example, I was speaking to somebody very close to me about the vaccine. She said, I don't know. I might have to take it because I need some money for my phone bill. See, some of us, that's not fear. That's need.
Look. But to put you in the lottery, it's no guarantee.
See, no, but
there is no guarantee.
There is no guarantee. But it's a justification because you got what?
Well, go get another job if you think you need some money.
What's up, Lisa Brookins in the house?
What a lot of people are looking for is they're looking for an excuse to take the vaccine so that they don't, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people is like, I ain't gonna take it, and a lot of those same people are now taking it. So what the government is doing is providing an out
and paying them $50.
Right.
So go speak up, Bobby.
I took the bathroom inside the car. They gave me $50 after I took it.
How much they give you?
$50. They want to give me $100 for the Johnson & Johnson. I wouldn't take it. I took it.
We need to ask the public.
I took the bathroom shot.
Why are you taking vaccines?
Well, they gave Bobby $50.
They gave me $50 in a Visa card.
You know, see. I mean, why you? I mean, you was gonna take it anyway, though, right?
No, I was not gonna take it.
So why you took it for $50?
I went down there. I didn't know they was gonna give me $50 to take the bathroom. After I took it, they go $50.
Man, you know
it's $100 for the Johnson & Johnson, the double one. I didn't take the double. I go back on the 28th and take the other one.
We do shit.
They gonna give you another $50?
Another $50.
We do shit for some of the damnedest reasons that don't even kind of like line up with what the hell we really supposed to be doing.
So now, but I'm on.
All I'm saying, we do shit for the damnedest reason.
Because this is my issue. I don't want the conversation to get on the fact of you're wrong for taking a shot. Now, if you're doing it out of fear, and because you're scared that you're going to be isolated, and you've been talking shit all this time, as the lock started off, fuck you, right? If you're a fake ass revolutionary,
fuck you,
and you took the shot. Fuck you.
Because what we don't want to get into is shot shaming.
Right.
Okay.
Because we don't like being shamed. Those of us that might have not took the shot don't want to be shamed either.
But don't let nobody pressure you into taking it for fear of being ridiculed. Right. Which I've been ridiculed, and then I've heard people say, well, if you get sick and you don't have a shot, they should let you die.
Oh, I mean, and cool. Be like, okay, thank you. But I want y'all to think about this. I'm not a virologist. I'm not a scientist. I'm nothing. I got a question for all you motherfuckers running out right now about this variant that's out now. Question for you.
What is the question, Brother Hot Tim? Shit.
Where was the variant when the first million motherfuckers died? See, because I want y'all to think about this. There was no variant prior to the shots. Now, if I had COVID, right, that means that COVID was in me, and a lot of people we know around us had COVID. We didn't hear about a variant until after the shots, but yet they're saying it's the people that did not take the shot that spread the variant. Let me tell you what's necessary for a variant, because nature, in many ways, is very lazy. Nature will not go another course unless something is there to block it. That's like if I let water go down here and there's nothing in water's way, it's going to go straight, right?
Right.
If I put a block in front of that water,
big old boulder,
right, it's going to roll around it, right?
That's right.
It's going to take the easiest right. So now, what would cause a virus to vary? What would cause it to do a variation?
You tell me if something in the motherfucking, like something has changed.
Something has changed.
Yeah.
And why wasn't this change popping off before they had the vaccine?
Well, they're now saying that people can't spread it just as much. I read an article that said people who have been vaccinated can spread it just as much as a motherfucker who hasn't. They just won't get as sick or die from it. That's what they're claiming. But I do know people, and I know of at least 3 people who almost was out of here after receiving the vaccine. 3 people personally. So I don't think they say that's a very few people, but I don't think they're going to report it to you.
And I'm gonna tell y'all this again: it's not a very few people. If 2 out of 4 people, no, 3 out of 4 people in this room know somebody who had. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? We all know people who have had reactions to this shit. Now, this is a whole nother issue for me. Cool. Maybe I might take the vaccine, maybe not, because I'm not going to talk about it. That's none of your motherfucking business. But let me say this to you. How come there's nobody I can hold responsible if there's something wrong with that shit?
Because they put that in the, when you sign the paper, you can't sue them if you get fucked up from the vaccine. They put that in there.
Now, hold on. That don't sound like capitalism to me. I'm a capitalist, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? You mean I can't hold nobody responsible?
You sure
so what y'all telling me is I'm taking the same chance to take your shot as when I go to one of these little car dealerships on Parsons Avenue.
Yeah, you taking a gamble, nigga. It's the lottery, nigga. You put your money in or your body in, and if you lose, you lose. And that's just it.
I'm like this though, you know, even if you take the shot or don't take the shot, god damn, at least you could do some research and be rather than somebody coming to you and telling you, man, you ought to take the shot, and you get convinced by that, rather than you know, you doing some research on your own so that you can be more aware.
And review both sides of the coin. Don't just look for the pros. They look for the pros and look for the people who are the cons. And there are several doctors out there. Like I seen some nurses protesting that they didn't want to take the motherfucking shot.
When I see one nurse, she had a sign. She said, "I have been working with people with COVID for the last 14 months. Please don't make my decision for me."
Right.
If she not, but then also, and what we got to understand is, because this is one of the issues I'm gonna say in our community. We want everybody to be researchers, when in fact, no community researches everything. As a matter of fact, one of the problems is that everybody around this motherfucker supposedly know too goddamn much. We need to have people that we could trust that speak up, and this is how they attack us. Because at the very same time, we're sitting here having this conversation about make your own choice. As you say, do your own research. Who do you trust? What does the leaders in your life say? A lot of y'all don't have leaders in your lives. Okay, but you know.
But anyway.
a lot of our representatives, a lot of the people that are closest to us or that we listen to in some instances is telling people to go out and take these shots. So if scholars, we got motherfuckers that know about all this shit, know the history, that's telling us y'all need to go get them shots.
But at the same time, you know, you got people who have taken the shot, who are radio personalities, who are TV analysts, or whatever the case
rappers,
may be.
Vax that thing up, the rap song they came out with.
What?
Who have taken the shot, telling people who haven't taken the shot that they are fools, and you know, you are the cause of this and that and that. And
you a murderer.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean,
but there's no proof of that.
Look, how can we, be in a position where that if you took the shot, then that's all you need to worry about, motherfucker. You don't need to be on the air telling nobody didn't need to take it just because you took it. You see what I'm saying?
Now,
Joe Barry said, "I'm not taking nothing. I don't care." I know that's. I'm with you, Joe.
Family, those that are taking it or not, listen, it's nobody's business. I hear y'all, right? I hear y'all. But, you know, like I said, we're talking because we don't know who in this room took it and who didn't, except for the one person that said that they took it. It's nobody's business, because the more we talk about it, the more you're going to allow yourself to become a target, because eventually we're going to have inside enemies that's going to be listening to the propaganda, and they're going to be coming after people who haven't taken the shots, because people are very stupid. Very stupid. I just pray that the motherfucker don't run up on me in the wrong way, or run up on somebody, because as the locks say, Only my man's blood is sacred. Fuck you. I'm gonna take you out. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, look, I got a question because this has come up.
You ending the stream?
No.
You got the button?
I'm about to move it. I got a question that some about toxic masculinity and what is it defined as. So I had this question today about toxic masculinity in men and what does that look like. Now, I seen a motherfucker post some shit. They got this new term they use called cisgender. Okay, and that's another word for a heterosexual male.
Yeah,
I thought it meant sissy. Like a gay dude, a sissy, but it don't mean sissy, and it's spelled CIS, not SIS. But I thought it was like a sis. So right. So anyway, someone was saying that they're tired of cisgender, cis men, being aggressive, thinking they could touch them all the time, and they were out at a dance or something, and I guess they was grabbing her hand, trying to get her to go to the dance floor, and the one grabbed her by the waist and like, let's dance, you know, the kind of shit, kind of shit I was used to, you know, and you could just say no, and usually they'll back off, but she said I had one that wouldn't take no for an answer. But my
Did
thing,
she know?
no, she said she didn't. Okay. But this is my thing on that. That shit sound like a good time to me.
You old school.
That sound like a good motherfucking time. Shit. But you know, now you can't even grab a woman by the hand and be like,
right? Oh man,
let's go to the dance.
You can't touch her on the back.
You can't be like, hey,
you know
baby, what's your get off me? That's toxic masculinity. I'm like, God damn. Bitch, you look like you lucky to have a motherfucker even give you some play, bitch.
See, and there
be a lot of ugly bitches and fat bitches, and I know I'm fat, but fuck that, I ain't on that. That be complaining, because every time I look at the bitches complaining, and Corey Holcomb has said this on the show, it would either be some butch-ass lesbian, some fat chick, or ugly chick complaining about all this male attention she getting, when she really like it. So that's her way. She don't want to come out and be like, I had a good time. Motherfuckers was wanting me. So
they just touching me and all time. Well, I don't like this.
You know, but what'd you say? I can't speak up, Bobby.
And she's sitting there shaking her ass and saying her ass can be wobber. What you call it? Wobber ass.
I should be able to wobble my ass as much as I want.
And my titties or whatever. They looking at me like, dang, I'm pro.
So what, my titties is out? This America.
Or what I'm doing, what she doing to herself. And the great shit on herself. It's a lot of ones out there real fat and out there. I know I'm kind of a little fat a little bit, but not all that. I'm beginning to lose weight for real. I'm beginning to lose weight, but that's the point about a chick. You know, they. I mean,
and I'm not saying the motherfucker should have the man should touch you just because you got your titties out. I'm not saying that, but you can't even expect a motherfucker to not say nothing to you if you. I mean, I'm be like, no way. Nice titties. How we gonna
hook up?
But you know, and then I had someone say that if you say a man says to a woman, smile, that's toxic masculinity because you're trying to demand her to do some shit. Right. Bitch, then frown, bitch, and let me go over to Becky. Because when I tell Becky
who's sitting next to you,
Becky gonna be like, hey, and then you'll be complaining.
Yeah, all the black men love white women.
They love white women. But you know who don't have a problem with a motherfucker saying smile? White bitches. And another thing is, you know, I had the person say, well, you know, white women are just as complaining just as much as black women are when it comes to the toxic masculinity. They complain about that shit, but them bitches is getting married and they selling you the dream, but them bitches is getting married at a higher rate than black women are. And the interracial piece with black men and white women is continually increases. I think this is not the only contributing factor to that, but I do think it is because here lately, I'm gonna just tell you, and me and my sister talked about this shit, motherfuckers be mean. Y'all black sisters, y'all be mean.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
You go out mean, you wake up fuck mean, you go to sleep mean.
Now, because you know what it means.
The views expressed
on
Blunt Talk are not necessarily the views of Jay.
Okay. Our black women wake up in the morning and we mean and everything like that. We get up in the morning and think about what our white man did to us. They doing to us with these white women and shit.
Oh my God!
So you thinking about what black men are doing?
Yeah, they're going to us. What you think we feel?
If you got a motherfucking
man,
if you
all
got
of us ain't fucking white women.
Treat us right. Treat us like we got a heart. We got that heart. I mean, that love and that emotion. Man, we're not crazy. It's important about it. That love and the commotion that we had with a man. When a man upset us real bad. Okay. I mean, I was with one. I was so upset real bad. I'm still this. For 5 years, I was with this man, but I still think about him in a state of mind. But it's hard to get over this man.
Well, you think about your experience.
The way I experience with man. I experienced with this man.
It make her angry.
I mean, a lot of stuff I feel with this man about all the stuff he did, and I watched it. What he did. I'm not gonna put it out there for him. I ain't gonna put it on.
Don't put his name out there.
I'm not gonna put his feelings on like that. I promise him that I wouldn't share this with nobody, but now I can't share.
Fucking shit.
No, I can't fucking share.
Be quiet.
No,
Be quiet. I'm your lawyer, Bobby. Don't say nothing. I'm your lawyer.
I still got love for this fella. For real, I still got love for him. I mean, we all once a time falls in love with somebody that you really love.
Now let me ask you a question, Bobby. Now, so you're still in love with this guy. You haven't healed over this guy. So does your anger at him spill over into other relationships? Because a new guy coming in don't have nothing to do with what this man did to you. And what a lot of men experience is, what a lot of men experience is residue from other relationships. So I come in, I'm a pretty decent guy, but you can't see, or sometimes, let me just say this. I have been in a situation where I have felt that people could not look beyond the shit that they have been through and deal with me as me. You understand? So if you waking up and you 5 years after this dude and you still mad, but you done hooked up with other dudes, how many other dudes?
I tried to hook up with other guys, but when you sit there laying in the bed with this other guy and laying in the bed with, it feel me, I'm laying with somebody else and thinking about him the whole time I'm fucking.
Oh my God. Oh Lord, don't do it. You ain't tell nobody that.
I ain't trying to tell nobody that. It's still on my mind.
Oh my God. See now.
I can't get over this guy, what he did to me. I mean, you get a lot of money and go the other way to somebody else. But it's wrong. It really is wrong with me.
It's okay.
Right. No, but this type of conversation we got to have.
It's okay. Hold on.
It's okay.
She says that when she's
with him, motherfuckers do that.
So have you ever called him the dude's name during sex?
I mean, so I tried to catch myself, but I tried to catch myself.
Yeah, probably do that, baby.
You know, I catch myself with this man because I got a man in my life right now I really care about. But he don't understand what I went through. You got to understand the problem that I went through. I'm telling you, the problem that I went through.
But Miss Bobby, another man should never be your man now's burden. See, so now not only do I have to be worried about all of your relationships, all your children, now I got to be worried about another grown nigga that you are still pining over.
No, ain't the point. I'm proud of all the stuff I did. I mean, I say this.
See, you pining over him. So now
I'm pining over. You're pining over for the.
So you don't need to be in a relationship.
No, I don't need to be in a relationship. But the point about it, I'm trying to get in a relationship. It's hard. It's hard for us women to go back and have our dreams again like we had before.
But see, this is the thing though. Like I'm gonna give you the sisters being mad, just not even on relationship tip. Y'all just be some mean motherfucking bitches. Because check this, I had wrote this. I had a question for a professor I had a professor in class who didn't know how to do a particular thing. So I emailed the sister professor that I knew, the black lady, and 3 other whites. And I basically said, this professor doesn't know how to unlock the quizzes. Can you please tell me what I can do to help her to unlock them? That's what I was asking, basically. The black one says, first of all, I can't tell another professor how to run her class. If she don't want to unlock them, then that's on her. I can't be telling, don't be sending me emails expecting me to tell another professor how to run her class. Now, I clearly said the professor didn't know how to do a thing, and I'm trying to help her to do it. Now, I would never ask you to make a motherfucker or tell them how to run their class. But guess what? She got smart with a motherfucker. And then I had to re-clarify to her, like, this is what I asked you. But when I got the response from the white motherfuckers, they was like, well, let me see if I can figure it out for you. One said she didn't know how to do it. And then another one said, you know, I remember doing it, but let me see if I can figure it out. And so the only one that got snazzy and jazzy and bitchy about it was the sister.
Well, she under a lot of pressure. I mean, but now
maybe that's true, but don't take that shit out on me.
See, but oftentimes, how can I put it? We become victims of our own fuckery because it's safe to do it with us. Because you have no power to really affect that.
So you said we talk shitty to each other because we don't have no one to back us up. There's no consequence. Well, we need to stop that shit.
I mean, the major way to stop something like that is to have consequences for that shit. There's consequences, but as a community, we like, for example, if she was to snap at one of those little white girls, there's a motherfucking consequence. Your ass can't go up there and do the crying thing like a white girl. You know what I'm saying? You can cry and motherfuckers look at you for a minute and then keep on going. You understand?
Yeah, but then why would she? I mean,
because it's safe.
We need to stop that shit because we should treat each other with fucking respect.
Everybody wants to be respected, but nobody wants to treat each other with respect. Look, here's the situation right here. Okay, so when I was in New Orleans, a friend of mine told me that she said that this dude, it was raining outside, and this dude said, I sure could use that umbrella. And she said, fuck, you know, he ain't getting my motherfucking umbrella. He should have brought his own fucking umbrella. Now, I told her, I said, well, maybe he just was saying some flattering stuff with you know, to get your attention. He wasn't trying to get my fucking attention. He wanted my fucking umbrella.
Oh.
I said, what you acting like? You acting like a nutty mad professor. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you get that shit from sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Nutty man, not just the nutty man. Say, Eddie Murphy, if you out there, we need part 2. Nutty mad professor. You know what I'm saying?
But why do and I see this and I used to defend it, but I think it's a lot of sisters, too many. It may not be the majority, but there's too many sisters out here with this chip on their shoulder and a fucking attitude that not only as me as a woman, I can't even be nice to your motherfucking ass. A man, God forbid.
And then you know what? You wonder why you can't get no damn man.
Then you be on there complaining about you can't get a man. All black men want white women and all of that. But you are not what's the FBI say?
You ain't treating yourself.
Feminine,
you ain't
beautiful, and inspirational.
And you ain't no feminine, beautiful, inspirational woman.
Right.
But I don't have to be. I never had to be. See, because now, first off, we already know that a major conversation that we need to have is a conversation of healing, especially with women, because women hold on to shit a lot longer than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and it's the way we are. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, it's certain arguments I won't even have with a woman because I already know she don't remember it all. I'm not even arguing.
So have you ever dated a woman and she say something to you like, well, you remind me of such and such, or you did with such and such dude?
If I ever, no, because you say some shit like that to me, you could be back with that motherfucker. I don't that type of shit, gentlemen. When a woman tells you that you are doing something like another man, what she is doing, she's projecting onto you this other guy, and you need to leave her ass alone.
He should never put the dick on her.
I mean, I ain't gonna say not to put
that's what happened to them. They get that love, that romance, that love and that sex and that emotion with these women. They go crazy because they mad. They put the dick on them.
I told you, sex is a drug.
It's like a drug.
Sex is at the lower chakras of our lives. You know,
right? And we need to quit using that as our primary motherfucker because you can't treat me like shit because the dick is good. I ain't never been on that. But it's gonna be as good as the motherfucker I like. That's how I am. If I ain't, the more I dig you and into you, the more the good sex is gonna be to me.
That's what it's supposed to be.
No, it's not.
But when I stop digging you so much,
it don't matter.
Then they be like, this motherfucker wasn't all that anyway.
Look, it's not the dick. It's a sucking. What they do, they suck the coochie. They suck it so well. See, a woman make a woman, whatever they say, make a woman get the shaking and shit. Shit, that's what they do to her. That's why they get so crazy.
The views expressed on this show are not necessarily the views of Gianna.
Yeah, I know. Bobby said you suck
they
it.
suck it good.
They suck coochie good.
Suck the God damn, Bobby.
Yeah.
Send the kids to bed.
No, I forgot the kids. I'm sorry.
Ain't no kids here.
Turn it away the other way.
Okay, no kids here. There ain't no kids here at all.
That's why they want to get with these attitudes. They get with attitudes.
Why do you keep moving the microphone?
Because I can't see her face.
It wasn't in her face before. You keep moving it.
All right, somebody tell her. Somebody write in.
They get with attitudes and stuff and don't know how to act. They don't know how to act when they get with attitude. When they get that little coochie suck.
The coochie suck
and the sucking, whatever they do to
make them act
crazy because they can't suck mine. Because I don't want to act crazy. Shoot, they want to suck mine for real. I mean, they really want to suck mine to come on the suck.
Your new friend want to suck yours?
See, but you still got feelings for the old dude.
Do the new dude want to suck yours?
Yeah, the new dude want to suck my coochie.
Well,
look,
and you told him no,
and I told him no. You can't suck mine. You ain't turning me out. You ain't put me on Front Street.
Okay, or Back Street.
On Back Street.
Front Street or Back Street,
right,
you ain't putting her on it. Oh my God.
I got some food.
I just think that women.
But I wasn't with them more. I got some food. Ain't no way to like that again. No man.
And it's just the respect for black women. You know, the reason why you get caught up in a whole bunch of shit, and it just be physical, is because your ass give it up too soon. You give it up too soon. You know.
So you think they should wait?
You give it up before you even find out how long a motherfucker was out of a relationship before you got to you. Could that question never get asked?
The views expressed on this show are not necessarily.
I know you want somebody to give it to you the first night all the time.
Yeah.
Not all the time, just
it's most of the time.
Look. But you the
I'm
one.
married now.
See, but the woman is the one that's in control. If I may want it, but you got to teach me that, not with me. You see what I'm saying? That's what the woman's supposed to be doing. But if she get there and lay there on the first motherfucking date, well, goddamn.
No, I ain't gonna lay it. Not the first date. They shouldn't lay that.
Even the motherfucker you getting ready to lay with, you don't know if that motherfucker just not got out of a relationship. You don't know if he's still in a relationship. You know, none of that. All you do is like what he did for you that night.
So should
I mean,
I'm just saying.
But we base it. A lot of.
That's what we get.
A lot of us base the relationship on physical action.
So what about this? Do you think this is appropriate in today's time? You know, the woman proposing to the man.
I think that's okay too. You know.
No. They said to death to you part.
Some places they do. You see what I'm saying? Some places they do.
What place is that?
You know. A friend of mine told me in California, women would propose to motherfucking men.
That's backwards. To me, it's for each its own. But
it's America, though.
Because this is how men operate. To me, if they really want to marry you, they're going to let you know. And then when you get to asking them, this is the kind of shit you need to look forward to. When y'all get into it, and y'all about to break up or whatever the case may be, or you talking about it, he going to be like, bitch, I ain't want you anyway. You the one that asked me.
But the women can say the same thing.
So you prefer to leave it up for us for you to say that?
The women can say the same thing.
That's just not. I ain't gonna have no motherfucker saying that to me like.
So of course, then we never gonna get married because I'm feeling the same way.
That's a man should be. I think that's toxic masculinity.
And then the man.
You say you think that the woman proposing to the man is toxic masculinity.
She's taking the place of what the man is supposed to do.
On her part.
No.
I got it. Okay, I thought I was like, how you blaming that on the man?
No, I think she's doing what the man.
No. That's in America. That's in America. You know, America has taught us men that we should propose to women.
But even outside America, in most cases, men do propose.
Well,
because men,
especially
men do the choosing, bro. That's what that's where she at.
Right.
We choose who we want to be our wife.
That's what we mess up at. That's what we mess up at. You know what I'm saying? Because you could be choosing the wrong motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, she can too.
If she choose you,
no,
then you may be.
I need somebody. What do y'all think about that shit? Is it okay for a woman to be proposing to the man? Georgia Ellis, can you give us something on that? Joe Barry, Lisa Brooks, somebody out there? What do you think? Is a woman?
I don't think no problem with it. I ain't got no problem.
Ain't no motherfucker. Would you like a woman to propose to you? Y'all probably would, y'all motherfuckers. They take the burden off of you being the motherfucker responsible for the marriage and bringing it together. I think.
Okay, that's almost like this here. Do you believe in fixed marriages?
Arranged marriages?
Arranged marriages. Do you believe in that? You know what I'm saying? See, if you don't believe in arranged marriages, then you can't.
Keisha said, "Hell no." I know that's right, Keisha.
Shut up, Keisha.
That's right, Keisha. What do you believe about it? Would you propose to a man, Bobby?
No. Yeah, I propose to a man.
You would propose to a man?
I would propose to a man.
Hey,
let her talk. What did you say?
Yeah, I'll propose to a man. I think
you
I
would.
Yeah.
Okay, well, shit, Bobby, she the modern woman.
Listen, ladies, listen.
Me and Keisha like fuck that.
I'm just.
That motherfucker ain't gonna be saying no shit to me. That's why I ain't want you the one to propose to me.
Listen, I have a.
I just said yes because I ain't want to make you look bad.
All right, cool. Let's just. All right, so a man is now proposing. You really feeling this dude. You want to let him know, look, I want to take this to the next level. I'm giving you an opportunity so that we can become one.
You can discuss it.
But hold on. But damn. So I'm going to propose to you, nigga. Listen, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But this is what I'm going to say. At the same token, we have women that say they won't propose, but you have babies by niggas without getting married. Where is the fucking logic?
That's not a good lie.
Y'all see, she froze. I froze her ass.
That time you had 3-4 of them.
Yeah, by 3-4 different motherfuckers.
Goddamn right. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? But still.
But still what?
They shouldn't be doing that. They should be giving
exactly.
But just because she proposed.
No, having a baby, listen.
Look, if any of them motherfuckers wanted to marry that bitch, they would have asked her to marry him.
No, not necessarily.
See, but this the point. This the point. This is what we
at. Shouldn't have had the baby.
We have to value relationships in our community so much that we will put a baby before we come together and decide, look, we're gonna see, because as couples and as tribes, we need to be, look, we getting together to rule the fucking world. You are going to have a Tut Moses, baby. I'm putting a Tut Moses in your ass. I'm putting the president in your ass. I'm putting the general. I'm putting the liberator of our people in your ass. This is what we're going to do.
Okay. What are you saying no to, Lotus Blossom? No to what? For a woman promotion?
Yeah, she said boo.
Boo.
Y'all killing me.
Boo.
Listen. Women then stop having babies with niggas without getting a marriage, or at least having some type of contractual agreement with a nigga.
Yeah, we gotta stop doing that.
You understand what I'm saying? Let's say we gotta
stop doing that.
We take marriage off the carpet, but have no more babies for a nigga without some type of contractual agreement.
I agree.
You need to have some goddamn possession over what the fuck you doing. You see what I'm saying?
Because you don't want to.
But like Bobby said,
you will give a nigga the most precious thing. You'll give him access to your womb without any protection. Come on now. The fuck? And then this is another piece that bothered me. Ladies.
Tell us how you really feel.
Ladies, you're giving away immortality.
What do you mean by that, Brother Hot Tim?
As human beings, our primary drive is to eat and to fuck. Survive, eat, and fuck. Now, I'm fucking not for the pleasure, because as humans, we done turned it into a pleasure fest. But as the animal instinct is to have sex so that we could procreate. When I procreate, I make sure that my genes are able to exist and continue, which means that when you give a man a baby, you give him a piece of immortality. You allow that gene pool through that man to exist for another generation.
And Keisha said, and y'all give access to juice without any contract.
Well,
the juice is loose.
The juice is loose. And you're right. See, now, this is the piece. Women, now this is straight from what's a boy's name? Kevin Samuels. Women control access to sex. Men control access to marriage.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I think men should propose, not the woman. But also, like Bobby said, though, many a times, what happened to Bobby? They get caught on the what? Speak up to the mic.
Get caught on what?
You said they get caught on what during sex? It catches them up, or they suck them.
They suck their coochie.
They suck their coochie.
That's what turns a woman off for real. I mean, a lot of them out there doing that for real, sucking their coochie and turning them out.
I'm gonna whoop Keisha's ass.
Turning them out with sex. We know.
Well, we gotta quit operating out of that lower chakra thing.
That Lord, y'all kill me with that. Y'all kill me with that. The Lord chakra.
I'm gonna push you out the chair.
Look, that's the Lord chakra shit. That violent shit.
Chakra.
Listen,
Linda.
Here's a new message down there. Here we go. We can't make babies by ourselves, and you can be married and have a baby.
Oh shit, that's crazy shit. That shit. You know
put a baby in.
Go put it up so everybody can see that shit.
Read it. We can't make babies by ourselves, and you can be married and have a baby, and he still catches cut. Not that it makes it right, but that's altogether a different subject.
No, it's not. See, we separate babies and the contractual agreement. When you have a baby with a man, you are contract. You're leasing your pussy to him for immortality. And then you had a baby, and you, in some cases, y'all reward these niggas and give them their last name for absolutely nothing. See, that is why men in traditional cultures pay dowry. And I know a lot of people gonna get upset about that shit. I'm paying for access to immortality. I'm paying your family so that your daughter could be part of my family and we could reproduce.
Right.
Because we're building here. But right now we're not building. We're just having children.
We're having goddamn children to be government operated, government assisted. But,
now we got all these children and all of them going to take this shot. Now what we going to do? You know what a nightmare is for me? That these motherfuckers shut down the world, shut everything down, and shit go to hell. And I got to think about all these grandchildren and all these daughters that I got to find a way to try to get into one place so that I can make sure they're safe.
What is a woman's role? Shit, that's the question.
Well, what is a woman's role?
Well, in this coming new world, she better know how to shoot a goddamn pistol. I'm just saying.
What is her role in the confinements of the relationship with the man and woman?
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, what do you feel like the woman's role is?
Let a woman answer that. They've been asking shit all the while.
What is a woman's role? Let's talk about that.
Well, I think part of it is be nurturer.
You a nurturer?
I'm a nurturer.
So why you always yelling at me and cussing at me?
You ain't my motherfucking man. I don't talk like that to my man. You know what I'm saying? But you know me.
He get all the babies and shit. He get all the encouragement. We doing shows together. We trying to get this bread.
But I'm just saying that a woman should be a nurturer, a helpmeet, that you assist your man in what he's trying to do, or just making, if he's going out here working, then you keeping the home stable and how it's supposed to be. Like Tylese said, nurturer. That's right, Tylese. And the man really should be the provider. But we have been in a state where
that don't look like that shit to me.
That men and women now, because of financial and reasons, and what's the word I want to say? Oppression. Both parties have to go out and provide.
Man, look, we go into situations. You know, we find ourselves going into a situation where that, you know, ain't nobody got no fucking job. You know, how could you date a motherfucker or be with a person, whether it be male or female, and ain't nobody working? And you say, that's my man and that's my woman. You know what I'm saying? How could that shit be?
But what if the man
zero,
the woman is staying home and
zero
with the children?
That's zero. That's zero.
But if the man is going out to work and then the woman, I don't think the woman can be home with the children and not. That's her job.
I say that if we are dating people these days.
That's important.
Ain't nobody working. Ain't nobody got no income coming in. The only income coming in is government income. You see what I'm saying? And I don't mean in dollars and cents. I mean like in
food stamps,
welfare, and all this kind of shit. And then y'all gonna fuck around and have some children. And if you don't watch it, they're gonna be watching y'all ain't never working, and they're gonna be doing the same goddamn thing.
This is why, because now
and that's real life shit there.
We all have shared roles these days, and that's part of the issue. We got a lot of shit mixed up. And you're right, we do share some shit, but it's specific things that men should do, and there's specific things that women should do. Now, of course, we're gonna have some shit interceding in the world that we in right now, but we have to be clear on what those are as a tribe. You understand? Because most people on here is tribe or family.
So let me ask you this though, since Bobby had brought it up. Have you ever been in a relationship and stayed in a relationship for sexual reasons?
Oh yeah, I was young once, yes.
I never felt like that. Motherfucker.
But they got a lot of people, you may not have, but they got a lot of people that are.
See, because
they got people staying
in abusive. But what if this motherfucker is an asshole?
They got people staying in abusive relationships.
Right.
But
let's be clear about it. Is in some cases it's not just the sex, it's the sense of security. Even if there's no money there, it's the mentality that a devil I know is better than a devil I don't know.
That's clumsy shit.
Keisha said y'all talk all this masculine-ish, but meanwhile it's men at home cooking and cleaning and we in the field. Now I ain't gonna deal with no motherfucker man who ain't gonna work no job.
She just mad right now.
I know.
She talking gangster on that goddamn computer, but I'm on my way, nigga. I'm on my way.
Check this out. I know,
watch it.
I know a TV personality right now.
Quasi, shout out to Quasi.
Named Say Steele. She's she comes on
YouTube or something.
No, she comes on Sports Center, right?
Okay.
She makes $400,000 a year.
Okay.
Her husband, she black. Her husband is a white dude. He's a stay-home dad. You see what I'm saying?
And if that was a black man, they call him a bum.
He's a stay-home dad. That
motherfucker's a bum. Living off his wife.
But I'm almost saying this here too. I don't like it, but I'm almost saying this here. Wish she would have done it for a black man.
No, because he would have been a bum.
You see what I'm saying?
Quasi said, life is war. Men go to war and the women turn the spoils of war into their own.
I don't necessarily agree.
What do you mean about the women turn the spoils of the war into their own? What does he mean by that?
Well, spoils of war is what the shit that the men
that
bring back and the women make that productive. See, we both are givers. You know what I'm saying? But a man's major role is protection. Now, one of the things that Keisha got is who the fuck protecting us? But like I said, that is because the family and actually the tribe broke down. So now we just got families out here. You need that tribe so that we can really start protecting the sister. I mean, because it's crazy out here right now.
It's very crazy.
A lot of these sisters out here by themselves.
It's been crazy, not just now.
Right. I mean, but especially now. See, because we have
especially when it first started.
No, but I'm saying this right now. We're getting to
when you say right now, what you talking about?
I'm
2021.
I'm talking about 2021.
Shit,
I'm about to tell you why.
Motherfucking 1963.
Listen, it wasn't. And now it's 1963,
and
it's going to be a pleasant memory.
Just go ahead.
It's going to be a pleasant memory after we get done with this whole COVID shit. I'm just letting y'all know.
COVID ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
See, but what I'm saying is, but it is a means in which certain things that we have all been able to do are going to be eliminated, and they are going to separate and, in a sense, make some people possible enemies of the state.
True.
You see what I'm saying? So we made the flag is going up. Because I'm telling you right now, one of the issues that we haven't talked about we talked about black folks, but what's going to happen is that white folks is going to spark some shit off because they think they're free.
They're gonna be the ones that pop this.
So when you tell them motherfuckers they got to get a motherfucker, like in California's a liberal state. Try that shit in Ohio.
Because they already had a protest, I was told, by Freedom in Dayton today. They was out there protesting against motherfuckers trying to make them get the shot. So, you know what I'm saying? That's some bullshit.
Look at what she say? Y'all talk all that masculine. What?
I read that.
I'm
You might have been in the bathroom. Y'all talk all that masculine shit, but meanwhile, men are at home cooking and cleaning, and we in the field.
See now, and it's not reality now because we don't train that. We're not promoting that. And on top of that, we're not supporting that. You can't have warriors. Check this. Man. We have a community, and I say this on my show all the time. A lot of y'all don't be checking in. Right? I say it on my rants. I put it on the evening. Let me just say what I'm going to say.
Well, say it, shit.
A lot of you motherfuckers are mercenaries. We have a community full of mercenaries. We want motherfuckers to be warriors, but a warrior can only be a warrior if he's working for the people. Now, that's like a motherfucker in the United States military working another job for another country. That shit would not be allowed.
Look. If I come home and a motherfucker, I've been working all day just as a woman, and I used to tell this to my son too, and I really believe this. A woman ain't gonna respect no motherfucker that been sitting at home all day cleaning and cooking. She gonna come in the home and she gonna be like, God damn it, this motherfucker in her mind ain't doing shit. I'm telling you how women think. So she gonna have an attitude and she gonna think she can run the whole motherfucking shit. Because I'm the one bringing the money in this motherfucker, so I'm the boss. And I don't want to be no man's boss. So I can't fuck around with nobody.
Why you always trying to tell me what to do? I quit.
Well, what you gonna do about?
Yeah, now Keisha said there's a group of motherfuckers out here, a generation of motherfuckers out here is just happy to have a man there. They don't give a fuck what he does as long as he there.
Well, yeah,
and we got to change that.
That's the problem.
I agree with all those things, but for a whole generation, we've been having single women families, you know what I'm saying? Who have had men in there, who have had little boys in their families, but they haven't taught their children how to go and do man shit. You see what I'm saying? Because a woman, can't raise a man. You see what I'm saying? Can't raise a boy to a man. So now you got these grown men that don't know how to work and never work. Ain't nobody forcing them to work, and this is what you get.
And then they sit around and want to gossip and shit like a woman.
Or just go into cyberspace like they do now. I mean, because a lot of our kids are seeking adventure in games, and that shit is like, but that comes with, once again, this is why we always talk about supporting Gianni, support, regardless of what your tribe is. We have to have individuals that are able to work full time for us, because you can't be broke and going to work for somebody else and bring man into maturity and think he gonna serve you or talk to, like, for example, motherfuckers be mad at me because I tell my son, I say, dog, I don't want you to get a job. I'm gonna find something for you to do so I can put some money in your pocket, because I want my son to have the mentality that he works for us. But because we don't believe we could do that shit, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of this, we neglect some of the motherfucking true gangsters in our motherfucking community. Yeah. Because some of them niggas, right, will lay it down for us. But we want to push them off to the side and allow them just to sell dope because they're looking for an opportunity. If some of those dudes, some of those real dudes, if we was to surround them and provide them with some shit, man, I'm just trying.
True entrepreneurs.
Not only true entrepreneurs, but true defenders.
Some of that shit I agree with, and some of that shit I don't.
You ain't got to agree with me.
Because
Charlize said that's true, but they don't want to work and is not forced to.
See, but the issue is work where? Because when we talk about work, what is the first thing that come to everybody's mind? Getting a job, mostly with white people. And you're not successful in most cases unless you're working with white people or unless you just all of a sudden pop up and be rich. All the shit that we talk about working, do you not know that in order to support a tribe and to support a community, you have to have people working in it? Community is not free. We sending all our money to the pastor. Giammi Journey needs some motherfucking money so that we could go and put some people out here. We got the Quasis, we got the Navitas, we got people that's willing to work for us full time and bring our young people into maturity and to speak up for us.
And Keisha said a boy can't raise a man. Which, you know, as women who end up having boys that they raise in single homes, and this has been generational, and then this boy grows up and he never seen a strong, real male role model, so he just perpetuates what he saw his mama do.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So then
he can't help it.
And so then
that's what he see.
And then right, and then when you meets a woman and she may have a child or have a child with him, he gonna raise that motherfucker the same goofy ass way.
Because that's all he know.
Because that's all the fuck he know.
Yeah, that's all he know. And what we try to do, and what other groups around the country is trying to do, is try to provide people with models. But models are not free. See, because what is being modeled for our young people now is the shit that y'all complain about, as well as this mercenary behavior that goes on in our motherfucking community.
Read this, please.
Walking out of a child's life is a choice. Women can't raise boys to be men, but men are walking out of their children's daily. Listen, let me read it. Yeah, men are walking out on their children daily. I'm just saying, this sounds good, but it's not reality. Now, let me just say this, because I raise boys, and we don't ask why. We don't ask the why. Now, let me tell you something that I've noticed from, I only have one child, but I've seen, his friends, and he's had several friends, and I've been in the community a lot. And one thing I do notice on men, and this is the majority, to be honest with you, and as women, we have to be honest. A lot of men who walk out on their children is because the woman is acting like a goddamn fool. And let me tell you, say that doesn't matter. No, it does fucking matter. Yeah, because men are catching cases over bitches acting a motherfucking fool. Right. So if I have to make a decision whether I'm gonna catch a case with this bitch trying to see my kid, or am I just gonna move the fuck on? I'm just gonna move the fuck on. I'll make a baby with another bitch. Before
I'll put you on that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen it over and over and over again.
Because women still having a problem respecting men. You know what I'm saying?
But now, let's hold on. We haven't clarified what's a man, what's a male, what's a woman, what's a female, and a rose. And sometimes women can't respect men because when they get one, they can't recognize that motherfucker because he might be doing some shit that no other man in her life has ever done.
That's on her.
What you say?
No, that's on us.
That's on her.
No, that's on us.
That's on her.
Bobby trying to say something.
Be offended at being a fag, whatever.
First of all, let me just get you. You can't say the F word because they'll cut us off on here.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Just say gay.
Yay.
Okay,
yay.
That's all. Her.
Yeah, I like that. Say yay because then we can always argue.
You know what I'm talking about when they gay, whatever. They be offended. That's why they have them walk out. I've seen some like that.
You said some men we walking out
I seen one
because they are, and there are a group of men that walk out because they don't want the responsibility, and that's it.
Then I seen.
Yeah, Keisha said, give us something to respect. But this is what I've noticed too, and I'm just gonna be honest.
You the one chose it. You the one chose the dude.
It ain't even that. When
she ain't talking about the dude.
She's saying give women something to respect. If you're gonna come into the picture
down with him in 45 minutes, if you'd have waited about 6 hours, then you probably would have found out he wasn't the right one. You could have get on about your damn.
She ain't talking about fucking niggas. She talking about a man in general.
Look. You can't tell about no man in general in no 15 minutes.
She ain't talking about the sex.
He's saying
I ain't talking about sex either.
You wouldn't have the baby without the sex. That's what he's saying.
You can't have no baby without sex. Shit, you gotta have sex to have a baby.
But this is the thing with that, and give them something to respect them. But this is something else I've noticed, ladies, and we got to be fucking honest today. When you get a man that's a real man, then this is what you get. Not all women, but I see it a lot. Who the fuck he think he talking to?
Yeah, that kind of shit.
You know what I'm saying? Now you said you wanted a real man, but you can't, and then he put you in a check, and now
I'm grown, nigga.
and then he be like, well, I need you to do this, and I'm gonna do that, and then this is what we doing over here, and then now then it turns into the whole toxic masculinity shit, and you trying to boss me, and I don't need to submit to you, and you can't tell me what the fuck to do. And I mean, I've seen, especially with you ain't my motherfucking daddy.
Right.
And I done seen it so many times, especially with these younger relationships. Man, they get a young man who's is doing the part of a man, and then the woman be mad about it.
Yeah.
The call in is, why does that say that?
Wait, hold on. Somebody on the call-in line.
I can't hear nobody.
Hold on.
Somebody on the phone? Okay, I don't know how to. It's
hold
not
on.
coming
Enable.
up.
No. Hold on. We know the volume is on. Hold on. Let's do this. I'm gonna share the screen.
Okay.
Go ahead. Keep on talking while I experiment a little bit.
So I think that a lot of times, and I do agree, you got a lot of boys out here trying to do men shit. However, it's like the very few men that you may come across that's doing man shit. Motherfucker want to argue with him about everything he wanted to say and do. It's like, I think down here, the dating pool, and it's getting harder and harder because, I think a lot of times, how can I say it? Because women have been without men for so long, and men have been without women for so long. And it's getting harder and harder because the interaction is just all fucked up. A lot of times.
Who is on the line?
How can I say it? Because women have been without men for so long, and men have been without women.
Jesus.
Harder and harder because
somebody trying to talk. Say something else so we can see. Who is on the line?
Can you hear me?
How can I say it? Because women have been without women.
Jesus. Somebody trying to talk. Say something else so we can see. Who is on the line?
Can you hear me?
No, just
because it's sharing now, but we don't see no sound. So go back real quick. Because y'all trying to talk. Go down a little bit because I want to see what pops up. So everything is on. Because it's sharing now, but our mic is on. I'll go back. Go ahead. Y'all trying to talk. Go down a little bit because I want to see what pops up. Microphone. So everything is on. We want for microphone. We want to put sharing now, but our mic is on. I'll go back. Go ahead. Yeah, the three of them. Go down. And then for speakers, it should be coming out of for microphone. We want to put the real talk. Our mic right here.
Okay.
Up that seat.
Oh, this is about to go fucked up.
Hello? And then for speakers, it should be coming out of for microphone.
We got action.
Apologize.
Okay, who's on the phone, man? Can we get our screen back up going?
Hello? Yes, ma'am.
Who's
speakers? We got action. Apologize.
Hey, who's on the phone? Okay, I got you. What's your opinion on what we're talking about? Whatever you want to discuss. We got action.
Apologize.
Hey, who's on the phone? Okay, I got you. What's your opinion on what we're talking about? Whatever you want to discuss. We got action.
Apologize.
Hey, who's on the phone? Okay, I got you. What's your opinion on what we're talking about? Whatever you want to discuss. We got action.
Apologize.
Black women
okay, I got you. What's your opinion on what we're talking about? Whatever you want to discuss.
Black women
okay, I got you. What's your opinion?
I think the reason why
Limited behind.
Yeah. Did the chatter stop, Tyrese? Go ahead. Yeah. Did the chatter stop, Tyrese? Go ahead. Hold on one second, caller. Yeah, something's wrong, Hatim. Did the chatter stop, Tyrese? Listen. Hold on one second. Figure that out. Hold on. Yeah, something's wrong, Hatim. Let us fix this up real quick. Hold on one second. Figure that out. Hold on. Yeah, something's wrong, Hatim. Let us fix this up real quick.
All right.
Hold on, y'all. We gonna fix it. Figure that out. Hold on. Yeah, something's wrong, Hot Tim. Let us fix this up real quick.
You need headphones. All right. Because what's happening is that it's going through this mic. So hold on. Go.
Yeah, something's wrong, Hot Tim. Let us fix this up real quick.
You need headphones. All right. Because what's happening is that it's going through this mic. So hold on. Go. When you talk, we gotta mute ourselves so that people can hear what you're saying. Until I figure out what the hell going on with this. Because what's happening is that it's going through this mic. So hold on. Go.
Let me see if it works. Hold on.
When you talk, we gotta mute ourselves so that people can hear what you're saying. Until I figure out what the hell going on with this. Because what's happening
It's still doing this.
all right. So hold on. We're gonna take the caller line off. Hold on. Talk, we gotta mute ourselves so that people. I'm gonna try one more thing. Hold on. Until I figure out what the hell going on. So I'm gonna take it off of this. All right. Keep on talking, ladies. So we're gonna take the caller line off. Hold on. We gotta mute ourselves. One more experiment. I'm gonna try one more thing. Hold on.
With the microphone.
So I'm gonna take it off of this. I got a good idea. Keep on talking.
So sorry for the
Inconvenience.
the inconvenience, y'all. But still doing it.
It's off now.
So okay, can y'all hear us now? Can you still? Yeah, we still on. Okay, Tylese, what is it going? What's it doing now?
He might not be on.
Okay, can y'all hear us now? Can you still? Yeah, we still on.
Try it now.
Okay.
Check 1, check 2. Can you hear us, caller?
What's it doing now?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so like, you know, a lot of things happening. Keep in mind, and I'm saying this equally and evenly, both male and female. You know, there's no trust. I mean, a man can pay all of the bills, and there's still a problem. A woman, on the other hand, she can be submissive, make sure the house is clean, make sure he has a home-cooked meal. That still ain't enough. Nobody seems to be satisfied with what you really have. And then there's an old saying, you never know what you miss until it's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, we see all of this, and you know, this is coming straight from Brother Blondie here.
This Blondie?
And I'm telling
Yeah, that's Brother Blondie.
How you doing, sir? Long time no see.
Hey, thanks, man. I mean, look, in terms of relationships, men like to have multiple partners.
Yep.
And keep in mind, you can technically blame TV for multiple partners because television has always glamorized multiple partners since the beginning of time. Like perfect example, Archie from the comic book. He always had 2 girlfriends, Betty and Veronica. Elvis had multiple women. The society embraced that. From 1974 to 1984, you had the Fonz. Did he always have multiple women?
Yes, the Fonz did.
Embraced that. So you know, when you look at those factors, and then hip hop, rappers always have multiple women. I mean, do you think Stevie J's really faithful to Faith Evans right now?
Right.
I mean,
and Goldie the man.
Come on. Yeah. I mean, and then think, no matter how much money a woman can have, that's not going to keep a man faithful.
So,
do you really think A$AP Rocky is going to be faithful to Rihanna, even though she's a billionaire?
Right.
Come on.
So what do we do? Should men have multiple women? Do you think, or?
Well, no, I don't think men should have multiple women because men don't do it right.
So how do you do it?
What about those of us that do it right?
Huh?
He said, "What about those that do it right?"
We ain't gonna be able to do it right because you got these hateful ass women that ain't gonna understand it.
Well, it's not so much that the women don't understand it, but men who cheat don't do it the old school way.
We ain't talking about cheating.
Well, okay, but if you want to talk about the polygamy thing, that's nothing but age discrimination, because you know the man's going to be more sexually intimate with the younger woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
All day.
Hey man, don't be giving up the game, man. You're giving up the game.
Be sexual with the older women, but I mean, because they don't want to be sexual with the older women, because the older women know too much. That's what it is.
Okay.
I mean,
Well, if you know too much, you need to put it to work.
Yeah,
so
I know
you can change
a whole
your
lot
mind.
about these men, sexual active men, going with these women. Because I know what I know that's going with man, because he ain't had to figure the training in the house.
well, I'm one of those few men that will right now pick a 72-year-old Pam Grier over a 26-year-old Megan Thee Stallion.
Wow.
I mean,
I might
said-
lay with Pam every now and then, but
But
I would prefer a pony over a stallion, but I'm going to ride her.
You know what?
but women who twerk don't slow dance anymore.
No, they don't know nothing about slow dancing.
No,
homie.
they don't.
No,
No,
but
they
the
don't.
65, but the ones that the
But
older
hold on, Blondie, because we want to open up the lines. Listen, family, the number is 614-556-4535. Call in and let's have a conversation, because we do have to have a conversation
Because something's
in
wrong
the
with our
conscious
chat
community
line
about
right
these
now.
relationships.
Something's wrong with the chat line. I don't know what the hell's wrong.
It might be the fact we got the phone lines. I don't know. It's always something. But hey, shit, we got one thing working. I want me to try to fix that too.
No, because we about to be getting out of here in a minute.
Yeah,
but...
we actually went over. Navita let us go over. Give her a round of applause, y'all. She used to be shutting that shit down. So, hey, and Keisha put in that he was misunderstanding what she said. Call in 614-556-4535.
So, but look, I'm gonna show you what now. Oh shit!
You gonna show him Pam Grier?
Yeah, I'm gonna show him Pam Grier. Okay, so he's saying that somebody and I agree. I think a lot of that. I've noticed a lot of men will pick a younger women because, especially though if they're trying to have children.
Right.
They're gonna
You gotta
pick
have somebody who can have
If I'm
children.
gonna get married,
You gotta have somebody.
I mean, look, are these younger women attractive and good sexually and all that? I'm sure they are, but at the end of the day, I'm one of those old school men. I don't like drama, and today younger women, and I'd say the Cardi B generation, they're too much drama for
drama queen.
And men don't. We just want it simple, ladies. It's just simple. I don't want a lot of bullshit.
Right.
Put that down so we can see.
I'm trying to.
If I'm paying all of the bills, it definitely shouldn't be no arguments.
Right. I agree.
But now let's be honest. We know a lot of men are not paying all of the bills, family. We know a lot of us are not.
Yeah, I mean, we know that. We got there are a lot of men playing video games, pants sagging.
Well, they just ain't making enough money to pay all the bills.
And that's by design.
Yeah.
But that's by design.
But even if it's by, I can dig it. I'm gonna shut up. That's for the private. So if somebody was on the line with us.
All right, well, we're about to get out of here because I don't know what the hell done happened with a chat.
They don't even want to give a damn black man a job so that he can pay all the bills. But they will give a woman a job so she can pay all the bills and come home and argue with the man about why he don't make enough money. That's what that shit is all about.
I mean, but nothing's ever enough unless it's that. But they seem to be satisfied when that white man's bringing home the bacon.
Yeah.
Well, he's bringing all the bacon because he got all of the fucking institutions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can create.
We can create, but it's taking us forever to create.
I'm going to leave on
it's
this.
taking us forever.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, caller.
Okay. But I'm going to leave on this important note in terms of interracial. I'm 53 years old. You know what I've never seen?
What?
I've never seen a black woman cuss out her white man in public.
Okay.
I ain't
Well,
never
I said
seen
it.
Everybody
it.
else out.
Why you gonna leave on the note starting some shit?
That's true. That's true. Okay, brother. Well, thank you for calling. Make sure you tune in for all the other shows and tune in again next week. What do I need to do to hang up, Hot Tim?
Just yeah.
Okay, he hung up.
Right.
Okay, so anyway, I don't know why our chat's not working all of a sudden.
But y'all can call in.
But you can call in, but we about to get up out of here. So because the chats was going, honey. They was going.
I think we ought to do the calling line like that more. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get that out the way.
Because it's like this.
Yeah. Go ahead. Keep on talking, baby.
Well, it's the things that we need to really, for one, stop having babies without having a commitment, and quit just laying with folks because you have that feeling, or as Bobby say, because they sucked your coochie good. You know what I'm saying? You need to. I think once you start dating, you need to date, and this is something Kevin Samuels said. To what end? What is the purpose of you guys dating? What is the outcome that you're trying to press close? What design? Okay. There we go. We back. So Lotus Blossom said, what design?
The design of he's saying, were you talking about the design of Illumina? What he was talking about?
Yeah.
People being held back?
Wait a minute. Hold on. Tylese says, stop by, hater, when you leave. Okay, let me read this. Okay, here we go.
Oh, there she does.
Wow.
I bet you that's
Wow.
Lotus said, I think it
damn, my
does.
daughter's in the house. Shouts out to my daughters. Go ahead.
I think it does an injustice to only acknowledge women who disrespect men and men talk to men crazy and one doesn't justify the other. It lets the behavior off the hook as if a man walking out of his child's life is excusable under any circumstances. At the end of the day, the child should be the priority. I know women who are terrible mothers, and maybe the man would have been a better parent. Even if a man has to walk away from the woman and go to the court to get custody of his child, do that. We have to stop excusing this bullshit. I think both men and women are being selfish in this growing issue of broken homes. It's a hard pass for me. And let me say this, though.
Go ahead.
Because I always hear people say, well, he should go to court for his children. That costs. And if you got a woman that is being difficult, it can really cost. And I know people who can't afford to fight it. I had a friend that spent like $30,000.
Yep.
$30,000.
Yes.
Over the years fighting for rights to his have visitations. And then when the visitations didn't go as they were, I got a perfect example too. I got a friend right now who is sitting in jail. He came home from the penitentiary and he wanted to be in his son's life. And he was very active in his son's life. He had to fight with that. And luckily he had some money to go to court and do so. Once that was done, though, the woman was very combative when it came to the visitation situation. So he ended up, someone made a complaint to his parole officer. He went to jail over the weekend. We had to call the parole officer to let the parole officer know the complaint was a bunch of bullshit. So the parole officer finally lets him go. He misses his visitation. So now she's like, got him. I'm going to fuck with him now because he missed his weekend visitation. You dig? So she like, well, I'm not going to let you visit now because you were supposed to have him on the weekend and you didn't. So he ain't got no more money to go take her to court because then you have to get another lawyer and you got to go to court.
Now.
So he goes to her house like, look, I want to see my motherfucking son. She calls his parole officer and says,
he threatened me.
He's in jail today. So that's what I say. Things like that happens a lot. I've seen it a lot. And men will walk away because I'm not going to sit in jail trying to see my child. That I'm not going to do. And I think it happens more than we want to recognize that it happens. I really do. I seen a case where a sister the man had the boy for the weekend. He took the boy to get a haircut, and she was pissed because he didn't ask her if he could have his son's haircut. So they at the car, and she starts hitting the man, and then she picks up the phone. Her and her mama is there, and it's like, I'm gonna call the police, and she's like, I'm gonna tell them you hit me. Now this man taking the risk of going to jail. So this is the kind of shit that happens more often than we want to admit. That'll make a motherfucker say, this bitch gonna make me catch a case. I'm gonna have to back up to the child old enough to make his own decision.
I think that might be a good choice that the person makes, because sometimes with these people in your lives, so if you have had children with, sometimes you got to kind of like choose good sense over bad sense, right? And good sense is like, look, let me back away, until he get old enough where he can come by me, we can see each other, and I can tell you the whole story. You know what I'm saying?
And that's some of the advice that I have to give some of the young men I'm working with. I'm like, your child's gonna find you.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is show evidence that you was trying to reach your child, regardless of what she's telling them. So because it does happen.
Yeah.
Now there are fucked up men out there.
Yes,
but the gatekeeper to the children, and we have to understand, for example, for a man to try to go to court and get his child, it's
very hard.
It's not as simple as just going downtown and showing up in some goddamn court.
Especially with Ohio, because Ohio is a woman's rights state when it comes to custody.
All the damn states are. You got to really be able to prove that a woman is unfit for you to even get custody of these
right.
children.
When Lotus said, why are women planting seeds? Why are men planting seeds in trash?
See now,
and that's the piece that we're talking about.
That's
you need to be
right.
And that goes for men and women. Y'all, we need to be more selective in who we having these babies with.
But because
you got plenty of men out here being what I call bucks on the plantation.
Right.
Planting seeds all over the damn place.
So, but
if they can't take care of it, then they got different, motherfucker, you picked the crazy bitch.
See, but I'm gonna
say the
this,
signs are there.
But I'm gonna say this. Ladies. And I know because this is where this whole gender bending shit and all this equal rights shit. Let me say this to you. You walk away with something that you are going to have to be with for the rest of his life. A man could disappear tomorrow. So it's like, you're right. To see this planet is a mutual thing, but you have a major decision to make every time you lay down with a man. Beyond what a man, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, the courts have to enforce that, or your tribe has to enforce that. You understand what I'm saying? If you are with somebody who is unstable, because really, what test are we giving each other any goddamn way?
Lou, I said we already do. We just giving it up.
Both
Ain't no
of
test
us.
in order.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
men should be just as choosy as the woman. Y'all need to be choosy about who you put your penis in.
Now, but especially if she got her ID. Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying because it's like, we're not the same. We're not the same.
When you say we're not the same, you mean men and women are not the same.
Men and women are not the same.
Shout out to Kimmy Jackson in the house. When we're not we're not.
We're not the same.
And we should realize that we're not the same. We're not wired the same.
We're not wired the same. It's like this, man. Think about this.
We go into relationships
men will fuck a hole in the wall in some cases. I'm just saying.
Well, they need to be more disciplined in that.
All right, cool. I hear you on that. But we're talking about some natural shit, and I could walk away. I could walk away with a burning dick and everything and disappear. We all have stories in our families about niggas who haven't showed up for their son unless the motherfucker went pro. We all got those stories. We all got stories about motherfuckers who don't even know who the child's daddy is. So the issue is that when it comes to the life, women, you are the gateway. So out of all the discipline that we're talking about, you have to be that. You're the guardian of that shit. So you can lay down with a man and be like, well,
so
is this
you're the guardian of your pocketbook?
Oh no, yeah, you call it
purse or coochie, as Bobby calls it.
You are the guardian of the booty, and realize where the term booty comes from.
If you say no, then they don't get none.
Unless they take it.
Unless they take it, and then you can go. Then you have a legitimate reason to go and file rape against the motherfucker.
And we have to develop tribe and support this, because this is why, ladies, check it out. You know how y'all be talking about y'all not protected? See, now what happened if y'all was paying tithes just like you pay at church, but you had a tribe that you was taking care of, and y'all had a nigga that'd be like, oh, he did what? I'm gonna throw it all away. I don't even have to throw it away, because I know when I get out, it's already handled. Because I got a job. This is what I do.
And I got a tribe, because even with having a tribe, and sometimes because of certain circumstances, my man cannot be here physically. So I've had incidents where I've had an incident with a male, not like on a romantic level, but a male taking advantage of me because he thinking, I ain't got no male. I'm by myself. I ain't got no man that's going to come at him. But that's when I call my tribe, like, look, I got this man and he's doing this and that. And people like Hot Tim will be like, I'll handle it. And he'll call the man, and then the shit gets straightened out, because it just seems like when a man's talking to a man, it's a whole different motherfucking ball game.
Now,
that's why it's important to have tribe.
And that's a different thing, because I want y'all to understand this, family. We are living in a time, and we have always been in this time, but we've been pretending like it's not. Well, we all need Cousin Pookie. Cousin Pookie is not protected by the family or the tribe. Who is Cousin Pookie? Cousin Pookie is that dude that will come in from out of town and do some unspeakable shit. And I'm just saying,
fuck something up.
You understand? We all need that.
Do you have a Cousin Pookie? Do you have a man that will, if another man is mistreating you, do you have a man around that will step in on your behalf?
Got my son.
Your son. Okay.
Step in. I got plenty of them step in. I'll tell them.
And now there's a problem with that too. There's a problem with this too. It's been too many occasions where I step in on that shit and put my shit on the line, because I do have shit to lose. Put my shit on the line, get into an issue with a motherfucker, and they be back with the nigga.
Yes, indeed.
You see, so
that's why you got to be smart enough to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
My sister has done that before.
She did what?
Went back with the dude.
After you done checked him and everything?
After I did everything, I was gonna fuck him up real bad. You know what I'm saying?
And
then I said that, you have to be able to be careful about who you defending. You know what I'm saying? Even if they're family members, because sometimes being family members, if you see that motherfucker with that motherfucker a day later and you done check the motherfucker, then you need to keep your hand off that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Stay out of it, you're saying?
Stay out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that going to get your ass
fucked
up.
Lotus is,
yeah, she talking to me. All right, my baby mad at me. Hold on. Responsibility goes both ways. That mentality is the problem. No, I can't with that. I think she invented that term. I can't with that. So men don't have to be responsible at all. Y'all kill, she in the y'all shit. What she say? Go ahead. What she say? What is it? Come on now. Come on now.
Put that shit back down, man.
What is that? Y'all kill me with that. I'm good with excusing their responsibility. How can I take any man seriously if he has that mentality? Well, first off, don't lay down with them motherfuckers. How about that?
That's right.
See, that's where initial conversations with niggas come into play. Because if I'm serious about you, you don't ever have to worry about that.
That's right.
But if you just a jump off, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what a lot of people are.
You gotta have a little bit more pride in yourself.
You know what I'm saying? If you allow yourself, because something I say to all my daughters, I wrote the story for y'all motherfuckers laugh at me and shit.
She said, don't read my message like that.
Listen, I say it's better to be a jewel in your man's crown rather than a notch on his belt. And a lot of us, or a lot of y'all, allow that shit to happen. And it's like this. We want to treat both sexes like they're equal, like we're the same. We're not. You see what I'm saying? Because check this out. when it comes to war, I'm not expecting your ass to run out there first. You understand? See, because I stand on my shit. When it comes to war, I'm not expecting you to go out there because I believe that we all share responsibility in this motherfucking beef. So don't turn around and be like, we all share the same responsibility. No, we don't. We got to get up out. That's the shit we got to get up out of.
Because we have different
there's realms where me as a man, I rule. And my responsibility as the dude that I am is that if some shit go down, I have to be the first one to take the bullet. And I've shown that shit. And I can't stand when motherfuckers talk about some irresponsibility because I'm sitting up here kicking some shit. Y'all don't want to accept the fact that human beings, and I know Navita and probably Illuminati are motherfucking animals. My job is to spread my seed. Now, we got some other cultural shit going on, but that's my motherfucking job. I have to survive. We have to spread it. That's how it goes. And a lot of that shit is on autopilot because you've been in a situation, and all the women and all the men in this room been in a situation where somebody that you ain't want to do it with, you ended up doing it with because the passion was there. And that wasn't passion, that was animal instinct.
It was lust.
Straight lust. And lust is nothing but an animal instinct that is set there for the propagation of the human race. And yeah, of course, we're supposed to have that discipline. But if I haven't had a reason to practice discipline, what in most of our lives, especially those of y'all in the generation up under me, what have you had to show discipline for? You're right. Men should have more discipline than that. But in y'all generation and the generations after that, what have they had to show discipline for? Or is discipline something that's just supposed to pop out of a motherfucker, or is it something that's trained?
It's something that's trained.
So if a nigga never had to practice discipline before, how all of a sudden we expect him to practice it when it comes to spreading his seed? Makes no goddamn sense.
Well, one thing you said that I have to acknowledge is you said that we have the key to the purse.
Teaching the discipline comes from the woman.
Who said that?
Teaching discipline comes from the woman. In other words, like if I got to ask you for the stuff, it's up to you to say no. But if you give it up, then guess what? I'm going to take it.
Yeah, we have to say so. We definitely had to say so. Unless you're raped, we got to say so to who gets access.
That's right.
To our shit.
That's right.
What you say, Bobby?
Man, if I give it up, ain't no man gonna take mine. If I want to give it up, I'm gonna put all my might to it.
Try to
get some coochie from me. Shit free. Shit.
Okay.
I ain't heard it called coochie in a long time.
Coochie. To get the coochie.
Because that's what they out here for, the coochie. So we got to stop giving up the coochie so quick and without commitment until we get to. Because usually a man will reveal who he is
before that.
Way before, if you should have this child with him. Now, stay with a motherfucker for a while. Use the protection. Because I had a baby and I wasn't married to the man, but he passed away shortly after my child was born. However, I made this commitment to myself that I would not have no more children unless I was going to be married to this motherfucker.
Men will be better animals, man, if you just say no sometimes.
And men need to say no. But, men definitely need to learn to say no.
No, not men. The women need to learn to say no.
Men do too.
Now, I agree. Now, let's just say discipline needs to be practiced in both places. But what I'm saying is, if you don't, and we can't just, yeah, both of them. But I'm just saying, man. Yeah, it's
we have the key. We make
it like,
it ain't hard. It ain't hard mathematics. We have the key to the cooch.
That's right.
And when we decide who comes in the cooch.
That's right.
And if you're giving away immortality, if you're giving away the fountain of youth, ladies, you giving away the fountain of youth. That's what you're doing. Don't be mad if you give it away. Don't be mad if the nigga don't want to stay.
That's right. You gave it away without knowing the nigga.
You know what I'm saying? You gave it away. And some of y'all, and this is what's crazy to me. Some of y'all look down on what they call prostitutes and shit like that. But at least they getting something. Some of y'all ain't getting nothing but a baby. You getting a whole life that you got to take care of for 18 years.
Or more, for the rest of your life.
For the rest, really, for the rest of your life. And got absolutely nothing. Got no guarantee from the man. You ain't got no contract signed. You ain't got nothing. And I understand that it's a possibility.
But he said he loved me.
But we ought to have a prostitute. We
Nigga,
ought to get some
before
prostitutes
sex,
on the goddamn
before
show
sex, a man will tell the otter that I love you. I'm just letting y'all know.
And we know.
Good.
So what would a man, have you ever had a man tell you what you wanted to hear to get the cooch, Bobby?
He tell you
all the
That's
time.
all
Speak
men
up to the
do.
microphone.
Well, they tell you all the time. The coochie, they tell you all the time, okay, you got some good coochie. Y'all just want that. And
You gotta
they be
speak
sitting there,
up.
they be sitting there lying and shit to you. About you, you the only one I got. You the only I love. You the only. Don't be telling the truth about it.
Oh, you
Sitting
know
there
it?
lying. Or they get
That's
high
real
off of
shit.
some alcohol and say the same thing. Oh, baby, come on, let's just give it to me. Then you get a baby. Then what you gonna do then? He gone.
Lola said, I haven't dealt with men for years for this very reason.
Oh, that's not true. But that's cool. I
I
can dig it. But yo, and that's the beautiful part about where we are. You have that choice.
well,
and I
we're gonna have
respect
to
your
get the
choice.
fuck up out of here. It's already 8:48. I got a lot of homework to do tonight.
Yeah, we got a bunch of homework.
So I'm gonna close it up. But Lomala said we need to get some prostitutes on the show. Anybody know any prostitutes that want to come on the show?
Some hoes.
So okay, Bobby said some hoes. You know any hoes, Bobby, that might want to come on and talk about the whole thing?
Love you as well, baby.
Shit.
Oh shit!
I see some
Lil' boy.
dudes.
He yelling from the bathroom.
I heard
Yelling
you,
from the toilet.
I see
He in
some
there
dudes
lying to
tell
the
me-
toilet. Let me pee.
and say about you got some man. A man. I said I got a friend named Kim. I said no, he's a male. He said you still what you call him? What do you call him? The man's is so feminine. He wanted. I said what you want? You can't. What you want to wear? He told his on the phone. So, what you want a man so you can fuck him in the ass? I mean, for real. I bet this dude wanted a woman.
He what?
He wanted a man. He said, I don't want you, I want a man. So wow. He wanted a man. He wanted somebody feminine so he can get him in the behind. That's the truth. That's the truth. I met some dude like that.
He wanted to get it in
He
his
said,
mind.
you got some friends.
Y'all about to get us cut up off.
You got some friends.
We need to get the prostitutes on the show because
And they
Bobby,
got
Bobby
more fitted
said-
out. They got more fitted out than women anymore. They don't want no woman no more because they say they don't want to stick that sperm in their cooch. They want to stick it in the behind.
Oh my
That's
God.
what they want to stick it at.
cool.
Okay.
We want to do that.
So man, I met this dude. I mean, he was baby. You sure look good, but you got some friends. What you mean? A man.
He wanted to know if you had male friends.
Yeah, I have some male friends, but no, he want to get that backbone back there. Whatever you call it. That hit the booty hole. Hit the booty hole. That's what he wanted to do.
Okay. Shit, motherfucker.
Well, we don't want them kind of man. We don't want them
Don't
kind
come
of.
around me. Shit.
Well, at least he was up front with what he wanted, and he wasn't on the down low with
That's
it.
true.
He came out with it. He said, "Can you get in
Hey,
free?"
we going.
Then he makes so bad. He said, "Can you get in free with?"
Yeah, we about to get
He
on.
said, "Can you get in free with you?" I mean, free with who?
He
You
wasn't
come so fast, free with me too. You why you hitting me behind? Shit, it turns me on. It turns you on. Shit.
He wanted you to be with another man.
He wanted me to be with another man while he turned it up. No, with another woman. And he be with another man, so it turns it, wherever he turns it, the thing on, whatever you call it. That's what he said to me. I said, I ain't that kind of woman.
Well, he might want to just to poke you in the behind. I don't know.
Baby.
No, he didn't. He want to poke this.
Hey,
Shit. I
take
gotta
this
see.
off before you get us my channel pulled down and shit. Let's go.
I'm telling the truth.
She
The
telling the
truth
truth.
tonight. The
Baby,
truth
they don't
tonight.
care about the
We
truth.
got
Is
all
that
Telling the
you-
truth.
We got some
Hey,
men
but
out
you know
there
what though?
turning gay. They all turning
But-
gay.
Oh my God.
Shit.
But you know what? Honestly, what you gonna have to do, man? If we gonna have to start setting up some classes and stuff for
Exactly.
people,
Exactly.
because that way they can interact and they can have a teacher. You be teaching in the class, you know what I'm saying? They can interact with people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because this right here, these kind of conversations and situations and schooling that we trying to do on here, we just don't have enough time for it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. And we'll be back next week. Same black time, same black channel.
We almost went 2 hours. We might need to.
Thank you for joining us, y'all. Well, we started a little late. So anybody want to promote anything before we get out of here?
Make sure you check us out for the Daily Toast. We'll be on every morning, early in the morning. But then, we got a replay of the podcast in the afternoon. And also, we'll be replaying the podcast for this show tomorrow afternoon as well.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah, we're gonna promote the Waddy Books. We continue to do that, and we're gonna continue to promote.
And what's your phone number as the Waddy Books if they want to purchase books?
614-327-7131. We ship all over the world.
Okay, Bobby. Anywhere
the world.
Where can they reach you at, Bobby? If somebody want to talk, Bobby out here single, ready to mingle, y'all.
Me on Facebook.
Okay, it's Battle Bobby on Facebook.
22.
No, it's not. It's Battle Bobby. That's it. On Facebook, if you want to holler at Miss Bobby, because she is single, and I'm Sister Navita.
And she going ready to mingle.
And Bobby ready to mingle. Thanks for joining us, y'all.
Peace.
I think good. When we was on that thing the last time when I said that, I think it's that same dude. I think I see you on that thing. At the same dude.